Folks, I hate to show you this video, but I have to. Who could forget these scenes of athletes literally just collapsing on the field? That, of course, is Damar Hamlin. You've got soccer players, basketball players, you name it. All across America, all across the globe, athletes were collapsing. A lot of people were pointing at the COVID vaccines. You've got this 14-year-old girl, Amari Crite. This precious young teen died, collapsed during a game. You've got another 14-year-old boy, Knox Maswan, dies of cardiac arrest during a 5K race. What is going on? Well, I saw the first peer-reviewed article, study, call it, in a outlet called Curious. And this peer-reviewed study basically is calling for a moratorium on all COVID-19 mRNA vaccines, finding all kinds of problems after re-examining the trial data and seeing that they overestimated the effectiveness and they certainly underestimated the adverse reactions. I want to bring in now the two of a few authors of that study to talk about all of this. First, epidemiologist and public health researcher Nathaniel Mead, and my good friend, world-renowned cardiologist and epidemiologist, as well as the chief scientific officer at the Wellness Company, a company that's doing so much good in order to help people get an option through all of this. Dr. Peter McCullough is with us. Dr. McCullough, Nathaniel Mead, welcome to the both of you. Dr. McCullough, let me start with you. This is a very important study, first peer-reviewed, as I mentioned. What do you want the people to know about this?
Nathaniel's done a great job synthesizing the results from the trials that were used to grant emergency authorization of the vaccines, particularly the Pfizer program, as well as what we've observed over the course of time. And in short, the companies cheated during the randomized trials. They didn't follow the principles that we would expect to ensure that the products really work. And the duration of time was too short to identify if they were safe. And now time has played out. Unfortunately, we've learned they don't work and they're not safe.
All right. Nathaniel Mead, let me ask you. So you go through all of this data, and really the line that came out when I looked at it is re-examining the trial data. What's so upsetting to me is this was all there for us, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And it was also clear from the beginning that these products were not safe. And we wanted to research why they're unsafe and to what degree they're unsafe. So that's what we came out with in the paper. But I think that, yeah, the trial data was underreported, it was underestimated, and it was distorted by the way that the trial coordinators shared it with the FDA. We detail all of that quite carefully in the paper. And I think it's very important for the public to realize that they were misled from the beginning. And the scientific and medical communities were misled because this information didn't come out until much later. Yeah.
Well, I want people to remember there's a company that it doesn't mislead you, which is the Wellness Company. I'm involved with it. I know, Dr. McCullough, you are too. twc.health/voice. They have all kinds of products, including a great kit to keep you safe with antibiotics, antivirals, and then, of course, the spike support to help you with all of these things that we're talking about. So I urge you to go there. Dr. McCullough, I want to ask you, facts these days are debated, and it's sad because it used to be a time when facts are facts. So I'm going to ask you this. This study, is it opinion that they overestimated effectiveness, underestimated adverse reactions, that the serious adverse effects of this vaccine were well documented but ignored? Are those facts or are those opinions?
They're facts. Nathaniel and I are epidemiologists. That means we've been very rigorously trained, strictly trained in evaluating the evidence, adjudicating it, and then coming to conclusions. Every inference and every conclusion in this study is backed by the evidence. And I can tell you, sadly, it was a giant mistake to mass vaccinate the world with these vaccines, and they need to be pulled off the market.
All right, and that's what this paper calls for, Nathaniel Mead, is a moratorium on these vaccines. Tell me why that is so important.
Well, I just wanted to add something to what Dr. McCullough just said, and that one of the facts that we uncovered, which is published in a peer-reviewed paper, was the reanalysis by Freeman and colleagues, and that showed a statistically significant 36% higher risk of very serious adverse events, including death, heart attacks, strokes, all of that in the Pfizer vaccine group compared to the placebo. That was clearly demonstrated. They also found a fourfold increase in serious cardiac events and a doubling in the cardiac deaths in the vaccine group versus the placebo. That should have been grounds for blocking these from the market, but that wasn't shared with the public again until much later. So the global moratorium is critical because many young people, as you said from the outset, are being hurt by these shots, many crippled for life. Many have been damaged in other ways that are psychological, neurological, suicidal tendencies and depressive tendencies all increasing. And then, of course, the deaths. And the current estimate for the world is 17 million excess deaths have been caused by these vaccines.
Dr. McCullough, one of the other things that surprised me is it seems beyond the problems with the actual vaccine and the spike protein and all of these things, that there were imperfections in many of these vaccines as well, just plain quality issues. Is that correct?
It's true. The only inspections I've seen have been for visible impurities back in 2022. There's never been an inspection to figure out how much messenger RNA is in each vial. Is it equal? Never been inspections for DNA process-related impurities. These are small DNA fragments that come off in the manufacturing process that could be dangerous. This is the basis by which Florida Surgeon General Joe Ladapo has called for the vaccines to be removed off the market. They're essentially contaminated.
All right, now, I'm surprised, Dr. McCullough, this is a peer-reviewed and it got published. Quite frankly, I'm shocked. I never thought they would let you get a study through, peer-reviewed and published in a decent publication.
There's been tremendous bias, Grant. You know, it starts at the medical schools and the universities. They actually won't let papers be approved to even be submitted from academic institutions because they mandated the vaccines and they fully supported it in their faculty, students, their patients. So we're not seeing papers even come forward. Independent researchers like Nathaniel and myself have really had to carry the load and bring the truth forward in the medical literature.
You know, there's only a few people like you guys out there, and so many of the doctors at the Wellness Company as well are just like you, Dr. McCullough, that just in search of the truth. Nathaniel Mead, I'll end it asking you the same question that I started the interview asking Dr. McCullough. What do you want people to take away from this study if they go through it, whether you're an elected leader or whether you're a mom someplace?
These shots are extremely dangerous. There's no doubt about it that they're causing far more deaths than they were designed to prevent. And people should be demanding that the governments around the world block these shots from being distributed. There's no reason for them to be distributed. And the process for us to get this published was very difficult. Just to add something to what Dr. McCullough said, it wasn't easy getting it to this point. We had to go through 8 independent expert reviewers to get it to this point. So,
you know, in many respects, maybe in the end that's a good thing, because it just goes to show you that, you know, they couldn't stop you because it was all there. And I'm glad this study is out there. I'm so grateful to the two of you coming on and talking about it. To the both of you, thank you so very, very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. You know, folks, I tell you about the Wellness Company. So Dr. McCullough at the Wellness Company is joined by so many other great doctors. You see them on this program. They come on my podcast all the time. I want you to go to their website. That is twc.health/voice. use the promo code VOICE to save 10%. So we're talking about the vaccines. They have a spike support on there that really is great about getting this spike protein and eliminating it from your system. I urge you, go to twc.health/voice, use the promo code VOICE for 10% off, and then you can also get the kit that I have used now so much, this antibiotics, antibacterials, antivirals. It's basically an emergency kit. God forbid that the drugstores close down, there's already a shortage of drugs. Have it on hand, be ready for anything. That's it on the screen right there. Get one of these kits, twc.health/voice. Use promo code VOICE and save 10%. And this is an important study. Again, the outlet is Curious, where it is written, and I urge you to go read it. Coming up, Chinese illegals are using TikTok